Alright, in this video I have swept collision volumes versus convex collision brushes. So I'll move about the world and show you what I'm talking about. So when the character reaches the end of some sort of obstacle, he slides around the wall or the collision plane. And that's what I do. I just register the collision plane and the current direction vector that I'm using. I project onto the plane and then I just slide along that direction. And I iterate until there are no more collisions. So once I generate the slide vector, I run through the collision code again until there's no longer any collisions. And that's how I get sliding. And we can go upstairs. We are bouncing up and down and around. I can hit this pillar. I can also go down the stairs. So this code is pretty much an adaptation of the code I used from the other video. The big problem that I had was dealing with floating point inaccuracies, and I didn't want to fix them by doing some hack because that'll bite you in the end. So I had to go through and fix all the problems and really understand what the code was doing when that showed up. And it showed up, I would be, for instance, trying to collide against this pillar here. And if I collided at a certain angle in a certain way, I would go through the pillar. It would miss the collision. And I tracked it down. It was just numerical inaccuracies, which I already know how to counter. But again, it was a bit of a pain trying to track it down. But I guess it's better than hacking a solution. So it works perfectly in pretty much all situations. It'll collide with under the stairs just as well as above. Eventually he'll get to the end and then he'll get stuck because he can't go any further, like that. Of course, if there's any gaps in the floor, I can go through them. Like that. And I'll just do the stairs. So it's pretty much quicker to do this type of collision than per poly collisions, which I had in a prior game. So it's not only is the math a lot simpler, coding it was a lot simpler. Also, there's not as much math or tests that I need to do in order to get this running. It was just an issue with floating point inaccuracies. So for the next video, what I'm going to do is first implement gravity, because as you can see, he's floating. So that's not very realistic. I'm going to do some basic physics, because another thing is when I let go, he doesn't slide, which is something a lot of first-person shooter games have. And no, I'm not making a first-person shooter, but I just decided that for a video, it would be best to do that sort of first-person shooter type movement. And the second thing I need to do is this. See how he gets caught on the step? So I want to do automatic stair climbing so that he'll climb the stairs automatically, and I won't have to rotate the camera for him to do that. So that's pretty much what I have. It's very robust, and so stay tuned for the next video, and that'll probably be the final video on collision detection for the time being. Thanks, and bye.